Good morning, and here is today's outfit of the day. So these ears are they're from an Etsy shop. I can't remember exactly where I got them. I'll try and link it below. And this play suit is from Boohoo. This is one of my absolute favorites. It's got kind of this like sheer layer over the top. Obviously the belt is also Boohoo. I do wear this with one of these like I don't know what you'd call it, like a crop top bra thing, because obviously it is very open at the front. But I just love the print on this one. And I've cleared out the room because I'm checking out this morning. This is all of my belongings, just one little rucksack, my cabin case, and just this carrier bag has my jacket in there. And that's it. So I'm going to take this down to store it at Bell Services here. And then when I get back from the parks later, I will transfer to my next hotel. Later. And just like that, we are here at the Ticket and Transportation Centre. That's the only thing with Magic Kingdom. If you stay at the partner hotels, you get dropped here and not actually at the Magic Kingdom. So you do need to get a ferry or a monorail. So with this being 9:30 at the moment, the park opened at 9. I actually don't have any fast passes, I think, till 11:30 or 12. So I'm going to head round to the Polynesian and just have a quick coffee there, just to let everybody kind of get through. You can see here the monorail. This is the kind of thing first thing in the morning that happens. So the resort monorail has no one there. And here we are. I absolutely love this resort. This is actually perfect start to the day before I head over to the Magic Kingdom, especially since I don't need to be there early. And in a classic Victoria move, when I was stood waiting for the monorail, I suddenly thought, hang on, I could have walked. I just didn't think about it. I didn't think about where the monorail goes first, and obviously when Becky and I stayed here at the Poly, you can just walk. It takes like 5 minutes, so that was super annoying, but never mind. I love the monorail. Okay, let's see what we're gonna have. I'm not gonna try and get a walk up at Kona. I think we can clearly see that that's very busy. Ooh, look at this. That looks amazing. So I'm pretty happy right now. I've got my Kona blend coffee, which is so nice. I love this coffee you can get here. And my fruit Danish. I'm gonna have to attack it with a knife and fork, so I've had to like rip the box open because it's super sticky. It's got like a glaze on top, and if I pick that up, that's not gonna end well. So let's give this a go. Okay, let's try this. Definitely a good choice. So I thought I'd just take a quick look at the app and see what wait times are like. 1 hour after park opening. We got a 60-minute wait for It's a Small World. What is going on? Obviously Peter Pan, pretty standard, 85. That's a little bit high though, even for Peter Pan. What else do we have? Sorry, the map's taking forever to do anything. Yeah, Space Mountain is 95. 105 for Seven Dwarfs, but that's not really any surprise. See the mountains up here. Sorry, the map isn't loading. 80 for Big Thunder, 70 for Splash Mountain. So it's going to be busy by the look of it, but I've got my fast passes, I've got my lunch reservation at Be Our Guest. I don't know if I told you that. And I did the pre-order thing where you can like order online before you actually get there, so we'll see how that works. So yeah, it's going to be good. I'm just excited to be back in the park. I'm not sort of worried about whether I can do everything. I could only get certain fast passes at the last minute, obviously, because I booked this trip really last minute, so I couldn't get Big Thunder Mountain or Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, but I have Little Mermaid, Haunted Mansion and Pirates, so I'm happy. And obviously I'll do the TTA as always, maybe Carousel of Progress, we haven't done that for a while, and just do some general wandering. So yeah, I can't wait to get over there. Like I said, it's about 10 now, so I'll probably give it another like 20 minutes and then head over. And we're in! I'm so excited. I can't believe I'm here. For such a like last minute unplanned trip, it just seems crazy. Gonna get a photo pass, but I don't think there's a photographer here this morning. There will be further down though, so let's go find one. Okay, it's still very busy here on Main Street. I've got mad hair, it's very windy, and I think I'll go near the castle and see if I can get a photo there. Okay, there is a castle stage show going on, so that could be why there's a lot of people around. So I think we need a little ride on the TTA just to prepare ourselves for the day. So let's head there first. I don't know, there'll probably be a line. Although there doesn't look to be anyone on it. I hope it isn't down. Let's go see. Yeah, it looks like nobody's going on, but there is a line, so I'm gonna get in it.
Moments later.
That didn't take long. I was only there for like not even 5 minutes waiting.
Along the way, you can preview many of the exciting places you'll want to be sure to enjoy today while visiting this land of tomorrow. At the Tomorrowland Speedway, put the pedal to the metal and speed towards the checkered flag in your very own race car. This is your chance to drive to the fast lane without worrying about getting a speeding ticket.
And I asked the cast member if I could go a second time, and I spoke to Amelia, and she said she watches the vlog. So hi Amelia, if you're watching. And also, I'm having a bit of an ear issue. These ears are really lightweight, which is nice for not hurting your head, but it's so windy today, they just keep blowing away. Like as soon as I let go then, they almost fell off. So I might have to get myself a different pair. I know, I said I wasn't going to do that. I might have to wear them like through the airport and go home. Luggage space, but never mind. But yeah, this is gonna like really annoy me. They're just like literally falling off all the time. Okay, this is the current line for the TTA, so it's going all around the usual bit, but then all the way back over here. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen it that long. I'm gonna head over to Main Street, see if I can get some new ears. I would quite like to get a coffee if the line isn't too long for Starbucks. And then I'm just swallowing my hair, then I have a fast pass for the Little Mermaid. Current standby for Buzz is 40 minutes. That's not too bad really. Let's go and see what the ear situation is. I hope I can find some to match, because that's actually as important as them staying on my head. Oh, there's headwear here. That's not normally where it is. Okay, I've got sidetracked. Look at this little bag. These are very similar to the ones they have at Tokyo Disney, but they don't have the little thing at the back to put your annual pass in. That is so cute though. Got a lot of rainbowy outfits that would look cute with. And in terms of ears, ones that go with my outfit, I've narrowed it down to the donut ones that I've wanted for ages. And I hate to say it, but the floral ones that I said were really overpriced the other day. So I ended up going for the donuts, as you can see, and because they have a hole in the middle, when the wind blows, they don't blow anywhere, so it's perfect. And it's hard to vlog today because honestly it's so crowded, I need to watch where I'm walking. But now I'm gonna head over to the Little Mermaid and ride that. Okay, there's quite a crowd around the mansion. I do have a fast pass for this later. Let's just see what the wait time is. Okay, so it's 75 minutes and this is the fast pass line. I don't know what's happening, I'll be honest. Let's go and look in Memento Mori. I always love this artwork in here. This is very cool. This one is awesome. Let's do our usual check the Peter Pan wait time, which I'd imagine it'll be quite high today. It is 95 minutes, so that is definitely up there. And the carousel has a lot more customers than usual. Never see that really. Well, not never, but never when I travel. And it's starting to warm up now as well. The weather is just amazing. It's just been a bit cold, but yeah, nice and warm now in the sun.
That's what this story's all about. Hey, where you been? I've been waiting for you. Oh, this is such a great story. What do you call it? Oh, feet. Erin, she swam this way. Said something about being in love with a human. We sent her. This one will be completed now that one wants to get the girl into a help. Yes, indeed.
So that guys, and I think I'm gonna go and get an ice cream even though I have lunch at 2:30. It's a couple of hours away, and oh, the photo pass guy is here, so let's do that. And then, I don't know, we'll see from there. Okay, we're headed for Storybook Treats, but let's just see what the standby is for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. 155 minutes, wow. That is the longest I've seen it for quite some time. So the Arundel Aqua cone went away, which is what I probably would have got. So, what am I gonna have? I think it's gonna have to be Minnie's cookie dough sundae. We have our sundae, and it looks like, I think it's vanilla soft serve, and then the cookie dough is just like pieces of cookie dough. The soft serve is just like vanilla flavoured. We've got chocolate foam, whipped cream. This looks really good. Okay, let's just try the soft serve first. It's got chocolate sauce on as well. Yeah, I think that's just vanilla, just like regular vanilla, but it's nice. I'm just gonna bite into this cookie dough. I love cookie dough. So that was really good, and I've just been stood here trying to figure out what my next move is. I'm not really sure whether to stay in Magic Kingdom today or to go somewhere else. Obviously I have my lunch at Be Our Guest. I think I'm still going to do it. I could probably move the reservation. I don't know. I'll think about that in a second. But yeah, it's very crowded. It's very hard to move around, and I'm thinking maybe I could get the monorail over to Epcot and walk through Epcot. And if it's very busy there, I could always go across to one of the boardwalk resorts and hang out there for a bit, have a look around. Or if it's not too bad in Epcot, I could do a few things there. But yeah, it's just a little crazy here today, so I'm just weighing out my options. I am more and more liking the sound of going across to Epcot. Currently, obviously we just saw Seven Dwarfs Mine Train for 155 minutes. I just looked on the app, and Kilimanjaro Safaris at Animal Kingdom is 130 minutes. So clearly it's not just Magic Kingdom. But yeah, I think it might be a little bit easier to walk around Epcot, not in future construction, but around the World Showcase. So maybe we'll do that. So I've come up with my plan. I'm going to leave here, I'm going to go to Art of Animation and have lunch there because I love their create your own pasta. Then I'm going to get the Skyliner from there across to Epcot, and then I'll be at the right end of Epcot to do World Showcase. So good plan if I say so myself. Let's get out of here because it's getting even busier by the minute. I don't know what is going on today, but yeah, let's get over to Epcot, my favourite park. I know I will enjoy that even if it's crazy there too. The moat is currently drained, but the castle is obviously majestic as ever. So we seem to have caught the castle show was going by every single time today, and I just ran into Paige and her family, and they just got here today, so I hope the weather and crowds improved a little bit for you guys. And I would like to get a castle picture if I can. Maybe the lines won't be too bad, let's not fall down the curb because everybody is watching the show, so let's go see. Okay, that was awesome. I found Damien, who is an amazing photo pass photographer, and he took some really good photos. Hopefully they came out good. And yeah, let's go to Epcot. And whenever you come back to Main Street, you just instantly feel better because look at it. So beautiful, as always. So it's goodbye to the Magic Kingdom for now. Don't worry, we will be back. But I think, to be honest, it's just quite nice to do two parks in one day, because if one's a little crazy, you can go to another one. We are out. Let's go and get an Art of Animation bus and go and take a look around there. They do like to make you walk for Art of Animation because it's bus stop 34, which is the very, 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 very last one. Here we are. This is one of the bigger gift shops in any of the resorts. I think you can use mobile order here, but I'm not going to because I have a Tables in Wonderland card that you can use, and I don't know how that would work with mobile order. It probably wouldn't, so let's go see. Tables in Wonderland gets me 20% off, which is really good, and mostly it's sit-down restaurants, but if there is a resort that doesn't have a sit-down restaurant like this one doesn't, then you can use it here. Doesn't look like they do the create your own pasta during the day, which is a little bit upsetting, but I can find something else to have. So I ended up getting house-made chips and some coleslaw, which is a bit random, but it's just what I felt like in that moment. So I'm gonna have this, maybe wander around, just have a little look at some of our animation and then get on the Skyliner. So that was really good. Now I am heading across to Epcot, and I ran into Shirley while I was in A Landscape of Flavours. So hi to you if you are watching. I caught up with all my messages, replying to all my friends who were asking how it's going, messaging Ian, all that kind of thing. So it was nice to have an extended break. And this is the main pool at Art of Animation, and they have games and like kids entertainment and stuff during the day. And I cannot recommend these ears highly enough if it's windy, like I was saying earlier, because they've got holes in them. They're perfect. I saw a lot of other people's ears blowing away and these don't, so top tip if it's windy weather. And once you've come through the Nemo section, the Skyliner is right here, and you can see how close Pop Century is. They do have restrooms here now as well, and just so you can kind of see how big the resort is. So we're in the Nemo section, and that is the Little Mermaid section over there. And this path goes all the way to that section. So it's nice and easy to get here even from there. And if you're staying at these resorts, this is the one Skyliner station. So whether you're going to Hollywood Studios or Epcot, you would come here. Then we will change over at Caribbean Beach to go to one of the parks. We do have a Skyliner gondola to ourselves, but it is one that's got the wraparound. So you can kind of still see though.
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Pop Century Resort and Disney's Art of Animation Resort. We are on our way to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort with connecting flights to Disney's Hollywood Studios and Epcot International Gateway.
So now we're done with that ride, we switch over to the Epcot line. There's always a few more people for this one. We're in Epcot. I'm so happy. I love this park so much. It just, the minute I step into this park, it reminds me why I love it so much. So let's do some World Showcase touring. And it's a great place to find characters here. Minnie is out meeting guests. And I think I saw Goofy over there too. And I don't think we've actually been to Epcot when there isn't a festival on for the longest time. So this will be interesting. So it's a week in between Festival of the Arts, which is finished, and Flower Garden, which is about to start next week. I wonder if Impressions de France is still going. That's the little film that they have. It's like a really short film. And I think they sometimes have a Beauty and the Beast sing-along. But I really like the old France movie, and I'm always worried that's going to go away. So let's go and have a look. It is like really retro. It's super old, but I love it anyway. Chair Guy is about to spring into action. So I've been informed that the Impressions de France movie is still going, but it's only on in the evenings after 7:15, I think she said. I probably won't still be here then, but I will be later in the trip. And I just ran into Megan and her friends, so hi to you guys if you're watching. The sun looks so nice next to this yellow tree in Morocco, and a lot of the booths are here for Flower and Garden Festival. I don't know if they just leave them up now because there seems to always be a festival, but obviously they're not quite ready yet. And here is the little merch location as well. And how close can you possibly get to Frushi but not be able to get any? This is devastating. Frushi is my favourite Flower and Garden Festival snack. And I'm going to skip by Japan and Morocco because those are the two that I did make it into on the last day of my trip in December. So we'll take a look at some others today, but we will look at those when I'm next in Epcot in a couple of days' time. And the Art of Disney store, which used to be just by the entrance next to Spaceship Earth, is now in the America Pavilion. So we'll take a look in there. And also Regal Smokehouse is now open. That is my lunch destination when I'm here later in the trip. But maybe we'll just put our head in to have a look. I'm just impatient. I want to see what it looks like right away. Okay, here we go. This looks very fancy. And look who is here to greet me right by the door. That is awesome. I would be tempted to get this if I could get it home. I always love this one too. This one's $110. Then they have tons of arts in here, which is all amazing. I could just fill every wall in my home with these. This is really cool. And this is the new Regal Smokehouse, which has taken the place of Liberty Inn. Not to be confused with Liberty Tree Tavern in the Magic Kingdom. And there's lots of outdoor seating. They've got the big smoker outside. And like I say, we'll be eating in here later in the trip, but I thought we'd just poke our head in for a look. And the actual layout of the room is much the same as it used to be. So the next pavilion is Italy. Haven't got my drink yet. I think that means it's gonna have to be a Bellini. And you can usually get a Bellini at the festival booth, which is obviously not open. There is a little place over here, but that's usually busy. I wonder if the Via Napoli pizza window is open, because you can also get it there, I think. If I'm not mistaken, there's no music.
There's so many different colors.
What's happening? There's always music. No, there definitely isn't. That's super weird. Okay, it's not open, so we will have to go back to the one at the front. And I can hear music coming from Germany, so it must just be Italy. That's weird. So, got my Bellini. I'm in Epcot. I am a very happy person. I got to admit, this morning was a little stressful in the Magic Kingdom, and now I am totally in my happy place and absolutely loving it. So, cheers to Epcot. And we've made it to Germany. This Bellini is going down a treat. I must admit, I'm kind of feeling like I want a shot off of her now. And I'm not really a big drinker these days, but I don't know, there's kind of a long line. Maybe I can't be bothered. The caramel store obviously has a long line because it's awesome. Look how cute this little snowman is. And this one looks like it's got a witch's hat. I'm assuming that's not going to be a witch's hat, but it kind of looks like one. I wish I could bring this back, but definitely not. You know how I break things. And we don't come back here very often, so let's just see what they have. That shirt's kind of funny. And there's another bit back here, which I don't think I ever come into. Yeah, so there is a bar back here. And you can buy like other bottled alcohol. And this one has an entire pear in it. And then we're into all the glass. Oh, look at Minnie and Mickey. It's very cute. And you can have glass frames engraved. That's really cool. So I don't remember them having so much Christmas stuff in here, especially when it's not Christmas, unless I am missing something. Is it normal to buy Christmas stuff in Germany in February? Is that something I'm just not aware of? I don't know. All the plushies they have in here are so cute and so soft and fluffy. But I can't make friends with any of them because I want to bring them home, or I'll have to, so let's move on. It really seems strange that all the booths are not open. Normally this area would be full of people. I'm so glad I get to come back this year to see Flower and Garden again, because it's my favourite festival by far. Has the best food in my opinion, which is obviously the important thing. And a lot of the topiaries are already out. Here's Rafiki and Simba. And this is where you can see the acrobats, who are well worth seeing. They are so good. They're not here at the minute, but if you get a chance, or they're performing when you walk past, just stop and watch them because they're so good. And here's the times guide actually. So at the moment it's 4:10, 5:10, 6:10, 7:10, 8:10. So that's easy to remember. And Lotus House is always one of my favourite of the food booths. So I'm sad that's not open yet. Here's another one of the topiaries. Does anyone else think this one looks kind of like Pob? If you know what that is from the UK, very creepy kids TV show. That's just what it reminds me of. It's actually quite chilling. I'm moving on. And I'm not hungry for a snack right now, but we will be back to the bakery. This has become one of my favourite places in the World Showcase to get a snack. So next time I'm here, we will take a look what they have. And into the Norway Pavilion. By the way, these restrooms back here are very, very nice. They're always clean and not too busy. Random fact of the day, my favourite restroom. Let's head into the Wandering Reindeer. So this is a Frozen themed store, and it just seems to be like the toys and costumes and stuff, none of the like the Loungefly bags or anything like that. And Donald is there doing his meet and greet in his very cool poncho and sombrero. I won't go into the Mexico Pavilion today, as much as I love it. I will save that for when I'm back. Today's just really an unplanned little wander. So I'm actually going to head out of World Showcase towards Spaceship Earth. My plan originally was to go out of the International Gateway again to get my Uber to go and check into my other hotel, but actually I think I might get an Uber from out the front and maybe ride Spaceship Earth if there's no line. Not no line, but like a shortish line. And I'm going to go through the preview centre because I believe a new quick service location has opened up, and I think that's because Electric Umbrella has closed, so they're kind of trying to have some other options in Future World. So let's go see. So in here they have flatbreads, turkey and mozzarella sandwich, a salad with chicken nuggets. Yeah, so this is like a substitute for Electric Umbrella on a much smaller scale. And we will take a quick look at the Epcot experience, which is the preview of the reimagined Epcot. think Taste Track will also be doing some quick service food shortly. That's also to kind of make up for the loss of Electric Umbrella, because that was a big quick service place. And as you can see, there are even more walls here now since we were here in December. So Mouse Gear is all closed and Epcot looks very, very different. But we always knew it was going to. Without closing the park entirely, if you were going to do such a big refurb, it's like impossible to not have a lot of disruption. And I really, really am excited for Harmonious, which is going to be the new fireworks show. As you know, I don't really care for Epcot Forever very much. It's okay, but compared to Illuminations, I didn't really like it that much. So I've got high hopes for Harmonious. If that preview is anything to go by, it looks great. So I can't wait for that. Just to give you some perspective, this is where you would have walked through to go to like the main bit as you walk into Future World. Mouse Gear was in here, and then this is Innoventions. Electric Umbrella was there. This is Innoventions, which is now Mouse Gear. So let's check that out. So this is temporary Mouse Gear, and to be honest, it doesn't look that temporary, but I'm figuring this is going to be here for a while. So it is going to take some time to get all of that work done. And they have a whole stand of the red ears, bags. So this is featuring heavily at the moment. So Briar Rose Gold, when it originally came out, I feel like the ears were padded. I didn't feel like they were like this. Maybe they were. Someone let me know if you have the Briar Rose Gold ears that came out around the same time as the Spirit jersey that was like a charcoal colour with sequins on the back, but they're now saying that this is Briar Rose Gold. So yeah, let me know if you know. So as you come out of Mouse Gear, you're facing Test Track. So to get to Spaceship Earth, there is Mission Space. We need to go around here, apparently. So this is so different. I'll come back and look through Mouse Gear in a couple of days. Now I've seen it, it's fine. I am the sort of person, if you hadn't noticed, who finds change unsettling. So that was so weird, and all of this is so weird. And here is the new Guardians of the Galaxy coaster, or what will be. Still under construction. I would imagine will be extremely popular when it opens. Okay, so it looks like there's another door into and out of Mouse Gear there. And what I'll do later in the trip is try and go on the monorail, because I'm imagining we'll be able to see quite a bit then. So all of this is construction walls as well, so they've kind of built a pathway through. There is Spaceship Earth, just to give you direction, because this must be even more difficult when you are watching it to understand where we are. So here I think is guest relations, it looks like. They do at least have signs showing you which way everything is. Otherwise it'd be easy to get very lost. Basically the gist of all this is that you can only walk around the perimeter. So all of this is closed over here. This is where you used to exit from Spaceship Earth. So different from when I was here in December. So we'll see what the line is like for this. If there's any kind of line, I probably won't bother because I am coming back. It was only if there was no one waiting, but there is. So we'll probably just do that next time. And we've got to have a look in Gateway Gifts. This had a little refurb, I believe. Pretty much looks the same to me. And they have just kind of like your theme park essentials, ears, hats, all that kind of thing in here. And this is a new Epcot sippy cup you can get, which lights up, I think, which is pretty cool. I have enough things like this, though I definitely don't need any more. And this middle section is also closed off, where they would normally have the display as you walk in for Flower and Garden or whichever festival it is. But we have to go round, and the exit is this way. And over here, so this is on the left as you walk in, is all your stroller rental, ECVs, wheelchairs. They have drinks and stuff there too. And that, as they say, is that. So very different. I wasn't quite expecting that much change in, how long have I been away? 2 months. Okay, we are looking for rideshare, which I think is this way. And this is where you used to come in and have your bags checked, just right along here. Now it is just over there instead, so it's a similar place but just over here. So as we've just exited past where the security used to be, you can see a little purple tent just over here. This is where you go to get an Uber. So it's actually quite close to the park entrance.
2 hours later.
Hey everyone, so it is now quite a bit later. I'm sat in bed in my PJs because I've just been sitting here, or laying here I should say, hence the slightly crazy hair, watching YouTube and just relaxing a little bit. And I realised I've caught the sun. This on camera looks really, really burnt. Honestly, it's not. It's just like a bit pink, but the camera is making it look bright red. So don't forget your sunscreen, even when it's cold, because it being cold is deceptive. It doesn't feel like you're catching the sun, but you are. And this is my room. I will turn the camera in a second to show you. I'm now at the Clarion Inn, which is my kind of go-to to cheap hotel. The reason I didn't stay at the other one is because the days over the weekend were expensive, whereas here it was a lot cheaper. It's still really close to Disney. It's just up by the crossroads. So if you go to the end of the long road that I was on in the other one, which is Hotel Plaza Boulevard, and then just kind of go around the corner, it's on Palm Parkway, so it's really easy, and it's just nice and cheap. But the rooms are actually fine. So it's the same setup as the other one I was in, where you've got 2 beds, then through where the sliding doors are is the bathroom, and you also have a fridge, microwave and sink there, big wardrobe, and a unit with some drawers and TV, lamp, mirror, and here is the main door and window. There's just an AC unit there. So pretty basic, but perfectly nice. And I'm so glad I went across to Epcot this afternoon. Obviously Magic Kingdom was very busy, so it was just nice to wander the World Showcase. If you are someone who fears change, I would recommend going into Epcot through the International Gateway, which is in the World Showcase, because World Showcase looks much the same other than the bit of work they're doing in the France Pavilion, but for the most part it just looks as it always has. Future World does not. It is just so crazy. Like, you basically can't go into the whole middle section of it, so it's, yeah, it's just really strange. But like I was saying, it has to happen. All the rides are still open, and there's just no way they can get the work done without closing a lot of it, but it just feels strange. So just be aware of that if you've got a trip coming up. It's not the kind of magical walking into the park that you get when you get to Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios. You just kind of like, obviously you walk in and see Spaceship Earth, but then the next thing you see are construction walls, and it just can be a little bit shocking if you weren't expecting it. But I love Epcot so much, and it was so nice to wander the World Showcase after the craziness of this morning. So tomorrow is Saturday, and I tend to avoid the parks on a Saturday if I can, but I'm going to be going to check out some resorts. I think I'm going to look at the Riviera, because that was just about to be open last time we were here, but I just missed the opening. So I'll have a look around there, then maybe go to the Polynesian, just because there is a special kind of Dole Whip at the Pineapple and I that I really want to test out. And today when we were there, it was like morning, so I just had a bit of breakfast, so I couldn't really get it then, and see where the rest of the day takes us. So yeah, it's been a really good day, even though it was quite crowded, and it'll be interesting to see if those crowds continue for the rest of the time that I'm here. To be fair, it's going into a weekend, so it may seem a little crowded than weekdays, but you don't notice that as much at Disney World, because most people are here on vacation rather than coming in at the weekends like you get at Disneyland and Tokyo and places like that. So I think I'm just going to relax a little bit and then turn in. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, give it a thumbs up and follow along on Instagram for any giveaways that I do when I'm here in the parks. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you in the next one.
Okay, that was everything. A very cute little unexpected meet and greet, and I didn't vlog in there because there was one cast member, there's no photo pass, so he just took photos on my phone, which I'll insert now. It was very cute.